Good morning. I am Dr. Dominique Reese, the owner of Reese Financial Services, where I am the chief financial coach and strategist. I help my clients to create a foundation for wealth through money mastery. Today is April 15th, and it is officially tax time. Taxes are due today. I just want to give you some words of encouragement, but also some pointers and tips around filing taxes. So I know from years of being a personal financial coach and for years of being a taxpayer that taxes can be a rather scary thing, especially when April 15th rolls around. However, I want to encourage you to not fear anything, first of all, but let alone fearing taxes. I have an awesome tax guy. He's also an enrolled agent. And I'll do another post about what that means, more about what it means to be an enrolled agent and why that's a good status to have. But nevertheless, I trust my tax guy. And if you have read any of my blogs about my tax nightmare, I was also featured in Daily Worth as a story about the nightmare of taxes. I have had my share of nightmare with taxes, and to this day am still paying for that same nightmare that I'm referring to. So I totally understand why one would fear tax time. However, there are some things that you can do to put the ball back in your court and to also just feel less fearful and also more empowered about your money overall. Now, one, taxes can be confusing. They can be complicated. However, I strongly encourage you to continue to educate yourself. I will suggest Jamal Solomon's Tax Factor, the book. I believe it's A Good Guy's Guide to Taxes, or The Good Guy's Guide to Taxes, one of them. Jamal is my tax guy. He's a great friend, and I will get the correct title of his book so that you can check it out. But it is an awesome book for anyone to become more educated about taxes and to really take that fear out of it. Secondly, if you find yourself in a situation where you're not prepared to file your taxes on time, simply file for an extension. It will give you all of the time that you need to file your taxes correctly and not stress about it. Third, if you find that you are in a situation where you owe taxes and you don't have the lump sum up front, you need to communicate. Communication is the best way to deal with any of your liabilities. I always encourage clients to not go MIA, but instead communicate. So be sure that you reach out to your local tax regional office and make any payment arrangements. But communication is the third tip. The fourth tip is a payment arrangement. You have the power to make payment arrangements. You do not want the IRS to garnish your wages, put a lien on anything, freeze your accounts. You don't want that. So make a payment arrangement and make it according to your budget. Don't pull out numbers out of your wazoo and then you still can't afford it, or you're not comfortable in making the payment. Don't overextend yourself. Create your payment arrangements, and that's for any debt or liabilities that you may have. Create those arrangements according to what your budget says. And when you're working with them, mention that. According to my monthly budget, I can afford X amount. Nothing more, nothing less. I can do that on a monthly basis, and this is comfortable for my budget. It tells me what I can afford to do. Simple as that. I mean, at the end of the day, they'd rather you pay than end up in jail. Okay? And then number 5, reach out to a professional. Get a second opinion, need be, Well, really, that's tip number 6. But reach out to a professional. Do not try to do everything alone. I understand that sometimes you may not have the money, quote unquote, to invest in a professional, but we spend our money on the things that we value, right? So we need to start valuing our personal financial houses a little bit more than what we've been doing. So if you find yourself in a bind, reach out to a professional. Number 6. Number 6 is going to be to get a second opinion. So many times I've seen people complain rather that they did not get a refund, when who knows if they were really entitled to the refund or not. But I always encourage you to get a second opinion when something doesn't seem right. I know I did that, which is how I started to work with my current tax guy, and he's been rather diligent in doing my taxes. If you find that your professional is getting a little too relaxed, that could be a sign that you need to get a second opinion, okay? So let's see if I can recall those 6 things in order. First thing is to educate yourself. Second thing is to communicate. Third thing is to make a payment arrangement. Fourth thing is to file an extension. That was actually number 2, but we'll put it at the 4th. The 5th thing is to reach out to a professional. And the 6th thing is to get a second opinion. 6 tips regarding taxes. Have a great day. I want you to subscribe to this video. I want you to share this video with someone who you think can benefit from it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit me up on Twitter at Reese Financial. Reach out to me on LinkedIn, Dominique Reese, and on Facebook at Reese Financial Services. I would love to hear from you. Email me directly, Dominique at ReeseFinancialServices.com. Lots more to come. Glad that I'm communicating with you and praying and hoping that you're going to have a productive, prosperous day. Take care. Bye-bye.